Hi guys, this is Jordan here from ALNSM Overland and welcome to my channel. And also, Happy New Year guys. And you know what, to start the year in a pretty awesome way, I have something to show you. I'm pretty excited about it and I'm gonna kill the suspense right now because I bought a new Subaru. Ta-da! So that is a beautiful 1999 SF5 Subaru Forester, almost the exact same one as the DailyFoz, but this one is 2 years younger. It got the upgraded EJ naturally aspirated engine, which produces 125 horsepower. And this is actually a Lizanne and I car. We bought it together for one main reason. Simply, it's gonna be our daily drive. So sorry guys, no crazy modification on this one, but we're still gonna talk about that later on in the video. So that's a question I get asked a lot about the DailyFoz. It is my daily drive. Yes, it was for more than 3 years until now. We really needed like a stock basic vehicle as a daily drive. I love the DailyFoz, I love driving it, but now it's absolutely not convenient as a daily drive. All the interior is made for specific gear, is made for traveling, so even just put your groceries in it, it's not designed for that anymore. I can't buy like big stuff and put it in the boot of the car because every space is taken. Also, if you follow me maybe more on Instagram, you know that I ride my bike a lot, and simply on the DailyFoz I can't put my bike on the roof or on the boot anymore, so it was also pretty annoying. Another thing with the DailyFoz is the fact that now it's pretty high. He got bigger tires, he got a lift kit, the roof rack, the rooftop tents, and now it's just too high for most of high limits in the cities for parking lots and underground parking lots. So to find a good place to park with the DailyFoz, it was getting impossible here in France. And there's also fuel consumption. The DailyFoz got the very early EJ20J. They have like the baddest fuel consumption. This one is a bit younger and the fuel consumption is better. Also, it runs on LPG. And with Lizanne, we wanted the LPG version of the Forester because even though it's a bit more expensive to buy, it's cheaper to run. The paperwork for the car are free instead of more than 200 euros here in France. And also, we're gonna be able to drive in low emission zone like Paris or other big cities here in France. So that's a total win. Also, something I didn't like with the DailyFoz as a daily drive is that, you know, it's the car that attracts eyes and people are gonna be interested by it, and maybe sometimes in a very bad way. We have a lot of 4x4 being stolen here, especially in this region. It's mostly Land Rovers, but we never know. Or maybe just people who want to mess with your stuff. The rooftop tent is pretty exposed. All the inside, you can see there are drawers, there are, you know, some storage. People might just break windows to check on it and steal some stuff. Sadly, this is what it is. Got the spare carrier, the awning. If you want to do bad stuff to the DailyFoz, you really can do a lot of damage. And I always had that in mind when the DailyFoz was parked in the city, and it was a real struggle for me. I was just thinking about the DailyFoz and I didn't enjoy my time, and maybe that's why I don't really like cities. But this one is a bit more low profile, it's gray, it's pretty basic, it doesn't have modification yet, so it should be good and nobody is gonna care about this old Subaru Forester. And the last thing, we bought it for Lizanne to drive a bit more. She didn't really drive the DailyFoz. This one could have way less money invested in it, so if something bad happened, it's not really a problem, and Lizanne is gonna be also on the insurance too, so she's gonna be able to drive more. And maybe we should make a video about Lizanne driving the new Foz. Stay tuned. So to give you a bit more of infos and stories about this Foz, it's a second hand. The previous owner had it for 13 years and he kept all the bills about what have been done to the car. And also I have the genuine original flyers and option accessory stuff. You know what, I'm gonna show you right now because this is pretty awesome. I have the official paperwork of Subaru saying that this is a LPG version of the Forester, and now every page here is 1 year of bills, and I got like a lot. So everything's classified year by years, and that's the latest one I've done because it's not perfect. Still have work to do on it. And this is like the genuine original car stuff, you know, is the book of the car. We got the carnet de service, and this is what I was talking about, le Forester accessoire. This is awesome. And there's everything, and sadly I don't have all these options and accessories. So I got the chrome grille, I got the bull bar, we like to call it the rabbit bar here. I got the Subaru carpet as well, I'm gonna show you that in a minute. And I think that's it. No, I also got the little chromey thing on the back. I also got the genuine Subaru hitch, which is pretty awesome, and that's it. Did you know that they also had this skid plates, genuine Subaru skid plates. This is pretty awesome, and I love this kind of genuine old paperworks. This is awesome. So as I said, I already bought a few car parts. This is only for maintenance. I want it to be a trusty, reliable daily drive car. I started with the oil change, oil filter, air filter, pretty basic stuff, the wipers too, and I still have a lot to do, like gearbox and rear diff oil change. I have the top parts of the suspension that make a weird noise, especially on the driver's side. I need to change that as soon as possible. I also have a steering boot, which is completely dead and open. I need to change that as well, especially with that bad weather. So a lot of small work I can do by myself, and maybe you can't really see it too, but he does have like the typical old Forester rear squat. The rear shocks are not in the best conditions, but that can wait. Just a few stuff to make it nicely reliable. I also have some leaks, steering fluid and oil. I'm gonna have to take care of that, but despite that, runs great. And about mods, guys, I told you at the beginning of the video, nothing's crazy. It's plain for this one. It's gonna be the daily drive, but you know, as a car enthusiast, it's, I think, not possible for me to leave it completely stock. And also Lizanne told me that she didn't really like the fact that it's pretty low, it's sitting pretty low, and she preferred the ride height of the DailyFoz. So maybe a lift kit might be a good option to start. And with that, I was thinking maybe going for some kind of a rally inspired look, you know, with mud flaps, maybe a small wing on the back with the lift, you know, still low profile, but kind of a winter beater or rally inspired look. That could be nice. And you know what, guys, what do you think about it? If you have any ideas of mods, let me know in the comment section down below, and maybe if your idea is great, I will go for it. But the rally look, I think it could be great. And that being said, I'm gonna take the camera with me and make you a quick walk around of this new, to me, Subaru Forester. Let's do that. And here it is. I'm gonna try to make a one take of it, and we're gonna start with the most difficult part, the engine. So this is just a pretty dirty and leaky EJ202. Runs great, but I will have to clean this. The battery is new. That's a good point, especially for winter. But that's it. On the front, I think you already noticed, I have the chrome grille. That's pretty nice. And the little rabbit bar, I love it. I was thinking about maybe swapping it to the DailyFoz, but I think the DailyFoz deserve something a bit better than this. So it's gonna stay here. It's gonna be useful, I think, to park in cities, if you know what I mean. So I still got the fog lights with the grille, the stock and steel, the stock still is 15 inches. The all four tires are almost brand new, so that's a good point. Here, this is the LPG. This is where you feel the LPG. On this side, and you can see here, while it's sitting, the floor is not level, but you can see that it's not really high. On the back, we got all the badges. Subaru Forester all-wheel drive. We also have pretty ugly stickers, and the previous owner hid this massive scratch here by a sticker. There was an even bigger sticker here. I already removed it, but it's gonna take time and work to remove this very old one. This is a mess. I have this little thing here. This is pretty nice. Genuine Subaru option. Probably gonna remove it, rebend it, and you know, make it clean and nice again. I have a nice exhaust tip. How fancy. And you can see the hitch here, which is actually the genuine Subaru hitch. On this side, it's pretty much the same thing, except for some rust here. This wasn't a really good news, but it have been kind of treated by the previous owner, but I'm gonna take care of that as well, so it's not gonna spread. About rust, despite that, the undercarriage is in pretty good condition. The strut towers are great too, I checked that, so no problem. So that's it for the exterior. I also got sunroof. That's pretty awesome. Got the air conditioning too. So I think it's a good condition for a daily drive. Now let's go in the inside. The inside is almost the same color as the DailyFoz, same pattern on the seats, but without the blue and purple, if you noticed on the DailyFoz. What I really liked is the genuine Subaru La Sérénité Intégrale floor mats. They are green. So it was a bit weird at first, but now I'm used to it. On the other side, and we got it on the passenger side as well. We got a beautiful CD player, which I will show you in a minute. A 5 CD player under the passenger seat. And I also have this baby here, the dual range with the beautiful sticker. So this guy is the dual range, work pretty well, pretty useful, and nothing fancy. I got electrical windows, mirrors. I also have the locking doors button, a rescue me on the key, and obviously the nice Foz operator keychain on the back. Absolutely nothing except for, once again, the Subaru floor mats. Pretty nice. Got a cup holder here. I forgot on the front here, you got this little trap here. I don't have that on the DailyFoz, and a one-way cup holder. And in the boot, start to rain, awesome. I have the cargo cover, I really love that, pretty useful, and it was broken at first. This little plastic knob here was broken, so I just put a steel plate with a pop rivet to hold it in place, and now I can close it. So I have a small plastic case to store a few stuff, and you can see that the floor is a bit elevated here. You have some like 5 centimeters, 1 inch higher than usual, and that's because under it you have the LPG tank, which is pretty big, but it kind of double your range, like fuel range, because you have the basic fuel tank plus the LPG tank, and that's pretty awesome. Here we got the jack. Obviously I don't have a spare, so I have some like quick whipper, you know, stuff you put in the tires when it's flat. It's not the best, but will save the day. A 12 volts plug here, and that's pretty much it. Alright guys, so it started raining, and that's great because I almost done with this video. So that's my new Subaru, that's the ALNSM DailyFoz. This is the name we came up with my Patreon, and also they all agreed that it should be a good idea to make a dedicated playlist on the YouTube channel about it, with some kind of vlogs to show you what I'm gonna do with it. So just after this video I'm gonna create this playlist, and in it I'm gonna put all the videos about what I'm doing with this car. So if you have any ideas, please let me know in the comments. And by the way, my Patreons were aware of this DailyFoz for a few weeks now, so for exclusive news, content and stuff like this, don't hesitate to support me on Patreon as well. So that's it for today's guys. If you like the video, please subscribe to my channel, it always helps. And also don't forget to check my Instagram account for awesome pictures of the DailyFoz and now the DailyFoz. And also don't miss my website, which is full of good infos. Thank you guys for watching and see you next week.